City Browse no go kwama nyoko no abrana His Excellency former president on the vice edi anana danko akufuado ene Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ebedi so every 2016 every 2024 no na nsem bi eba ne se no kwasem ne se Ghana ye hu fango ye tu fango ni ade ma che se edi ehrusie ni ayi ba krodium harpa amanfo che se no kwasem ne se ekama kwa se sesia sika ene eba sika na eba no before that no na ye hu se na danko akufuado abra na wo pre position no chire mu se yetizika so come the enti e ma ehu say okay sika na eba sika na yete so no ye benya enu mu de ehu say Tema oil refinery amanfo chire mu say enya adwuma a che sesi ano ekohwe egupu burum me no ka say no NDC a che say yanka say ehu say e kamia ko say sesi ano Ghana sesa according to Ghanaians Ghana transforming under NDC government no kamia ko say ya nsemu a ya no kura because me no ka say Tema oil refinery ye chemu se October 2025 one better from ntuma pafira one beko adwuma mu ye kitikiti enti na che se fan wa ye tu nkuro dua mu a fiti 2017 a be 2024 obi an sheda ntin nka biom no Mahama John Dramani His Excellency na pamfo ayo madwene so mbepa ho ntema na o ma no asan ye adwuma biom eno ye #aban papa aba Kelvin Taylor chiremu a se yanto ba Mahama pa kagana fo Abodia Chiawi. Ebusian Penax Plus sunye. Yentie Kelvin Taylor nchiremu.
To commence refinery operations in October 2025. The same MDC now mobile building Tema oil refinery under Atamils under Mahamana Omukoye no. It is back again to rebuild Tema oil refinery. It is back again. Oh. Thank you very much. The same NDC now you did your matem and Atamils and the Mahamana omu change Tema oil refinery started say a year jumano omudema MPP nkwasiafo na almost say no for 8 years no. They are back again in October. They want to start putting Tor to work. Tor Saba start your juma. Do you know the number of people who are going to be employed? You have for MPP form, you have for CPP form, you have for Alankash and Kwara, you have for NDC form. Where any conversation that we need to have, at least this government is being proactive. This government is thinking. This government is making sure, say, Adena MIA, you're a third world country, no? This government is trying to find solutions to take us out of it. In 2016, Mama Cho, let me take you back a little bit. This is 2016 under NDC. Watch this.
Hello, good evening and welcome to the business news segment on News 360. My name is Martin Nasiedidat and here your business is my business. To the details now, the Tema oil refinery Tor has begun exporting refined gasoline to the West African sub-region. Tor raked in over $2 million within 3 months after processing 2 million barrels of crude oil. Acting Managing Director of the refinery, Kingsley Kwame Iwada, attributed the turnaround to a successful operational restructuring. TV3's Josephine Frimpong has more.
The alien Tema oil refinery had faced serious challenges until a new management took up a vigorous restructuring exercise in January this year. Tor lost all its key engineers and technicians to giant oil firms in Kuwait and Qatar during the challenging period.
Tema oil refinery has gone through serious operational challenges, from frequent shutdowns to worker agitations and the infamous Tor death. But today, management say they have a better story to tell. The refinery has now come alive.
The refinery since January has received and processed 2 million barrels of crude oil, bringing in over $2 million. Acting Managing Director Kingsley Kwame Iwada says Tor has come out of its challenging past.
What BOST did was to go into an agreement with the refinery, where the refinery would process crude oil for BOST on a tolling basis. Instead of importing refined petroleum products, when we have the opportunity to work with a refinery which is also owned and run by Ghanaians, why don't we switch to importing crude oil, have the refinery refine and process it, so that we secure our jobs in country.
He explained how TOR began to export refined gasoline.
We couldn't predict how well the refinery would run, so we didn't curtail our refined petroleum product imports. Now, bearing in mind that when we did the initial projections, we were hoping to get 35,000 tons of gas oil or diesel from the first 1 million barrels. We got 63,000 tons. That immediately created a storage problem for us, and it was the same for gasoline. So we had to export.
The TOR debt, which currently stands at 1 billion cedis, is expected to be defrayed by the close of the year, following an agreement with 4 banks to pay as bond for 10 years. With the feet chalked up, workers and management had a lot to celebrate about.
This is TOR and the NDC. Jandam is dead. In 2016, before Ewadako NDC Ewadako was appointed by John Mahama, and he did a marvelous job. He basically put TOR back to business. They were actually producing 2 million barrels. They were producing 2 million in just 3 months. They were making $2 million, and this was an operational agency. The NDC handed over to the NPP. For 8 years, TOR did not refine one single oil, a cup of oil, under NPP for we are. And they think we have forgotten all these things. The NDC is back again. Now what are they doing? They are back to revive TOR. They are back to revive TOR again. Oh. Are you going to allow these NPP piglets to come back and destroy it? No. And that is what we have been teaching here. That is what we have been trying to let you understand. Anytime say and the metro, who the MPP is or what the MPP is. In fact, it's not who, what the MPP is. So we need to support this government. We need to support that intention to do good to us. Because when they are able to put TOR to work, some cases TOR and starting by October now. Do you know the number of Ghanaians who get work to do? You have no idea. And we sit in Ghana, na debiano, yama MPP for when we build as a people, when we build as a nation, when we build as one people, ne more opportunity no mabeseno. And that is what they do every single time. Debia. Yet to Kromha, TOR, et now for 80 years. They took money and almost say, ye be sent you oil. Mokai sent you oil. One district, one factory. They gave Sentio on common Sentio oil close to $350 million. Omoba and almost somebody oil company, biaba refinery company. Your friend is Sentio oil. Aya kusibuatin kronfowe on the Chinese nibi and boom and almost Omoba besi Sentio oil. They built Sentio oil next to TOR. Na abanya wunim nyansa wonya kwasia. Adena wo de wo sika ete ye no. It is sitting there. It can be put to work. Wait, Wama Obi Ababe Wasabe built another private oil refinery. Ewo torn chain. What are you trying to do? It means that particular government is trying to collapse what the nation built. And that is what the NPP represents. It's Yatiana. Omwekache say, oh, Chinese Libya Babe oil refinery. Now, no Chinese no a private investor. No, Yasad the company na koshe one district, one factory. I see, man, $350 million. Near to Kromha, these people, led by Kasongo, Afenyo Markin, last minute, time on free power, they wanted to push it through. And the NDC for stopping Yomo. How can a Chinese ever gather so obey investment or no see oil refinery? Near side the oil refinery, na question one district, one factory, I see. Near say, Yamano had a tax exemption of $350 million. Near to Kromha. Na nipa bi kem say ai and the MPP there omwana yama mo bedi Ghana so ne ye nwan. Are we crazy? Now NDC is back again and they are back to do what is right. They are back to put this country back on track. They are back to put TOR to work. Now we all need to support the government and support whoever is going to lead TOR to make sure this becomes a reality. Because when this becomes a reality, any young person anything about oil, anything whatever engineering, whatever petroleum, what they have, at least they are convinced to say we nya GMPC ejuma nya kra obetime nya ejuma oto aye. And that is what we have to be doing. And you see, Sadia way, we need to protect it for the next 42 years. Because John Mahamani NDC for estate Emma Tor started here Juma. I will see a to Obama NDC sa no protect it all. Because the day you vote against the NDC, Tor will be gone. Meaning all the people who will be employed under NDC or Tor, they will all lose their jobs. This is strategic. A strategic investment the government, you and I, we are going to invest in. So we cannot put our money in and allow these criminals calling themselves NPP to come back and turn Tor into their storages. Because Tema na NPP wa power no, Kennedy Japan, Napo, Baumia, NPP as a political party, they turn Tor to as their storage. So they were not allowed. The reason why 8 years, Tor anye jumane say, NPP for no, Tor containers na say a store oil gumu na refinery store gumu no eno na omo store omo ankasa omo oil gumu emeka omo diesel ni omo petrol. Indeed, what they did was that they always made sure say Ghana yes obesign contract be na new managing director body